Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Nordic Turns. Alan is from Halmstad, Sweden. How are you all? I feel all are good. Due to this pandemic situation, I know how is the condition now in Bangladesh. Very sorrow and sad from my heart that so many people are now affected and then some are rescuing from COVID-19. So I think that the things are gonna be happen a little bit better and better, and I think it will be better and better more in future. So apart from everything, I know that there are lots of students this year who are already applied in Sweden for 2020 autumn semester in Sweden for master's program, and I want to say my gratitude, congratulations to everyone who already admitted in different Swedish universities already. So now is the time to attend your mandatory registration, and today I'm going to talk about how you have to be prepared for the flights and how you have to be prepared when you are in here. So from physically and mentally, how need to be take all the preparation before departure and after departure. From now, those who are just newly subscribed to the Nordic Turns channel, or now just watching from this video, I want to take a little bit time from you that which will introduce more about Nordic Turns. Nordic Turns is a YouTube channel and a company, established company now in Bangladesh, and who is working for Sweden, Norway, Finland, Germany for bachelors only, Czech Republic, and for Portugal work resident permit, and the students, international students, those who wants to do their master's program in Sweden, Germany, Norway, and Finland and Czech Republic. So Nordic Turns direct you to which way you need to go for the admission and for the visa application, and will help you by a digital web system in our nordicturns.se. So just visit to www.nordicturns.se and you will see all the necessary information about Sweden and how is you can work with the Nordic Turns if you want to come to Sweden for next season 2021. Okay, so what we are going to talk today, we will talk about the preparation that you need for arriving to Sweden, and after departure what you need to do. So first of all, when you get the decision from Migrationsverket, like that a mail you will get with your dossier number, and there they will inform you that your decision has been made and you have to call or make an appointment to the nearby embassy to take your fingerprints and for the UT card. UT card means it's a short form of uppehållstillstånd. That means the permission, the resident permit. So you will you need to know about what to do after this kind of mail. First of all, you need to read carefully the mail, and you have to write to nearby embassy. Doesn't matter if you are from India, from Asian different countries, doesn't matter. You have to talk with the embassy. So you can either call to the embassy people, like their number, or you can send a mail to them that you got it dossier number, or you didn't get a dossier number but get a mail from Migrationsverket. It's mentioned that you need to call or make an appointment for the decision. So when you send this mail or call them, they will assure you that your visa decision, like if your visa is granted or your visa is rejected. If your visa is rejected, then they will ask you to come to the office directly with an appointment to take the decision letter, which will state that why they reject your visa application. And if you accept, then they will make another appointment to you so that you can go there and they can take your photograph and your fingerprints, and then they will check your passports and other documents as well. So that's the first steps after the visa application. So you will go there, and then after the photograph and fingerprints, you have to wait like 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. It depends on how the postal service is working. UT card, that uppehållstillstånd, resident permit card, that will be sent from Sweden directly from Migrationsverket. So it takes time for the courier to deliver these to your country. So official time is 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 weeks to come. So when you get your resident permit card, like UT card, then you will book your flights. During the flight, this time there is a very high rise of the plane tickets, and I should say that you should talk with some kind of travel agency to book your flight ticket. Studentuniverse.co swedishco.uk. There if you are coming by yourself, like one person, not the dependent or not any child with you, then you can directly book the flight from there, and you will have a very special student discount, and I think the price is very cheap. So you can check in that website as well. And then when you have the flight booking and everything, then how you will prepare. You will take necessary clothing, because it's very important. There is a saying here from Swedish people that there is no cold if you have the right or proper clothing. So if you have a good proper clothing, then there is no winter. So even if you are coming in autumn session, so you will have the temperature like 11 to 19 degrees Celsius temperature, but it depends on which county you are coming. If you are coming to Luleå or Umeå, then the temperature can be a little bit less in this time as well, because they are like a winter for 8 months or something. But if you're coming to Gothenburg or in the south point like Malmö or Borås or Halmstad, or then you will have a very moderate temperature. But in Stockholm, still there is less temperature. So you have to be careful if you are coming to Stockholm. And then when you pack your clothing, do not take very heavy clothing, because you can buy it here when you are here, and this is very cheap. You can buy it from H&M, you can buy it from IKEA, you can go to Gekko's to buy winter clothes. So that's not that much expensive. But if you buy from Bangladesh, that clothing cannot suit here. Maybe it's too heavy for you to go to the university or something. So you have to be very careful that which clothing you are buying. And I think the mid layer will be good, because there are 3 layers we are wearing here. One is the base layer. Now I am wearing a tank top inside, and that's the base layer. And then mid layer is the shirt now. But in the winter, that we are doing like we are having a base layer, that means shirt or t-shirt or something. And then mid layer is some kind of jumper, cardigan. And then we have a windproof or rainproof jacket. That is out layer, that we call out layer. And the mid layer we wear cardigan, jumper, sweater or something like that. So these 3 layers is very important, because these 3 layers will prevent the wind as well as the cold. So that's very important. So you have to take your preparation, clothing preparation, according to that layer. So you can take so many t-shirts, you can take shirt, you can take cardigan, sweater, that's not a problem. But heavy jacket, be very careful to take a heavy jacket, because that will take more space on your luggage. Don't forget to take jeans. Take your jeans pant as much as you can, because that's very important. The jeans will be very helpful for you in the winter to move to the university or to move to some other cities or something when you are outside. So jeans pant is very important. You can buy denim jeans or jeans pant from different cities in Bangladesh. You can find it in Chittagong, in Dhaka, New Market, somewhere. So you can do that. And India as well, jeans and denim are very common. So you can take from there. But take as much as you can, because it will be very helpful for you. And then the accessories. You can take some accessories also, like the watch, the ring, the earring for women, of course, necklace and accessories, because it shows you that you are fond of jewelry, or you will look good, with that. So I feel that it's very important here. All the people are using jewelry, and they are very fond of with that. So you will feel a little bit aristocratic in the class when you are wearing a little bit jewelry. So you can take that. If you can't, it's not a problem. It's okay. You can buy it here and whenever you want. So don't waste so much money on this, on your clothing and other things. You have to buy a lot of things here when you will be here. So just think about it. And then when you are arriving in the airport, of course, you have to check yourself that you have a passport with you, and the necessary admission documents, and the UT card, and your admission paper, your visa application paper, everything with you. Because if there might have some problem, and then you can show that. So that's very important, and you have to take care of this. Otherwise, maybe you're gonna miss your flight. That's very I think bad situation if you feel that you forget your passport. And I did so many times, but it was in Europe, so it didn't take that much problem, because you don't need to have a passport and everything with you if you're going to Portugal, Germany from Sweden. Nobody check it. But if you're from Bangladesh coming here, from India, of course they will check it, and you must need that. So be very careful. Okay. And then when you will be here, you can come either from Gothenburg. There is a 2 airport, Gothenburg Airport, City Airport, and Landvetter. And in Stockholm there are 2 airports also, and most of the people come to Arlanda. and some people other airport. I forgot the name of it. And then you can come directly to Copenhagen. That's the most convenient, because those people who are like get chance in Halmstad, Lund, Malmo, they directly come to Copenhagen, and you can have a train directly from the airport, and you can come directly from Copenhagen to Malmo, then Lund to Helsingborg, then Halmstad, and then you can go to Gothenburg as well. So Borås also. So those who admitted in Borås University, they can come directly in Copenhagen, and from there you can take a train and you can come directly to Borås. But one thing, if you are coming after 10:30, then in Copenhagen, then the train service is off, because there is no train after 10:30. So like in the evening, I'm talking about. So if you are coming after 10:30, then you have to take a hotel or something. Otherwise, you have to have your private transport, like some of your friends who has car, they can pick up. But after 10:30, you can have a train ticket. So the train service is closed. So the last train is 10:30. So that's for information. And then when you will be here, you will have lots of things to do. First is the university mandatory registration that you need to do, and then after that you have to do class attendance, and there are some programs with the students and others. Those is very important to take over. And then in the university you have to take a trip to the university, so that you know where your department is and other departments, how they work, and the faculty member, how they behave, and how is the other classmates that you are going to meet with them in the classes. So that's very important. And very important thing, that is, when you are here, do not forget to get to the tax office for your population registration. It's very important to do the population registration, because the sooner you do, the better you will get your population ID card. That means personal ID card and person number. So it takes usually 4 to 5 weeks to have the person number, and then after that you have to take an appointment there in the tax office, and then you will have a meeting with them, and then you will have a personal ID card in your post box, like in your address where you are going to live. So that's a very important thing you have to take care of. And then after tax office visit, you can go to the bank to do the bank account. You will have an opportunity to open your bank account without your person number for some banks who allows, but some of the banks do not allow without personal number. So when you have the personal number or personal ID card, then you can go to the bank directly and talk with the officials to have your bank account open. And I think that to open your account, there will be needed some documents as well. Some documents you needed from the university as well. So just take that documents to open your bank account. And it's very important, because you are taking cash with you, and this cash needed to be transacted to your bank account. Otherwise, it's not safe. Okay. So that's some preparation. Then you need to have your accommodation. You have to take keys from the union, and then you will go to your accommodation. You will check your accommodation. Is everything fine? If something is not fine, you just inform to the student union in the accommodation section, so that they can help you to modify it or to renovate it. But you have to inform it. Otherwise, they're not gonna take care of this. Okay. And finally, when you leave this, then they may be charged you that you have to pay this, but you didn't do that. So that's very important. And another thing is that you have to buy so many things like stuffs, utensils, and daily stuffs, and then you can take it from Maxi. Like Maxi is very popular here. It's a very big super chain shop, and you can go there and you can find everything there. I think you can go, if you find something cheaper, you can go to IKEA, and every city there is a IKEA, so you can go IKEA and do the plenty of shopping there if you want to do. And I think that it's very important to have this kind of shopping when you are here. Like you don't have anything, and then you don't know where to go and what to buy. So then it's very important that you know what to buy. Like utensils, make a list with that, what kind of utensils you need, what kind of daily stuffs you need, and you can go to the IKEA, or you can go to like Gekko's or Maxi. There are some cheaper shop as well, like Lidl, and you can go there and have some clothing as well, and shoes. Shoes, very important. You should not buy very heavy shoes, because you should buy it here. It's a very friendly, I should say winter friendly shoes you can find here, and it's very cheap. So don't buy very costly shoes from some companies like Bata or Apex, because it will not survive. It will not survive here because the winter time, when there is a cold like minus temperature like minus 5, 6 or 10, then the sole is going to rub. So it will be removed. So you should not take that kind of high heel or boot shoes from Bangladesh or from India, from other Asian countries, because they are not built for Swedish temperature or winter season. So you have to buy that kind of shoes here, and I think that it's very, very durable if you buy it from here, and cheaper. So that's all for today, and I think that this is the preparation part. So I have to discuss with you about the situation here in Sweden, and always I make a lot of videos about Sweden, but now I will make videos for Czech Republic, because we signed a contract with an agent in Czech Republic, and he's gonna work with Nordic Turns as a country manager Czech Republic. For the students who want to go for bachelor or master's program in Czech Republic, we are signed a contract with an organization in Germany for the bachelor and master's program for those who want to come by Nordic Turns, and we've already signed a contract with a agent in Norway and Finland also, to those who want to do their bachelor and master's program in Norway and Finland also. So, and upcoming is Portugal work resident permit is running on. Lots of people are applying by Nordic Turns. So if you feel that you will not have a visa and your visa is going to expire soon, so and you want to move to Portugal or somewhere, you can directly send a message or mail to me, management@nordicturns.se, and I will immediately reply you how to do that and what's the procedure. Okay. For the next session is coming on in 15 October. From 15 October to 16th of January, there is a session running for the application for master's program 2021. So I think that those who wants to apply for 2021 by Nordic Turns, you can immediately discuss with us and how to do that, because lots of the students are in the queue and they are already done the process, and there is a 15 October and just we will send the application. So we will be in the first queue for the application and selection and everything. So we are doing that, and all of the people are busy to do that, like sorting out subject choice and other things, so that you know what to do and how to do. So Nordic Turns are going to help you. I think that Nordic Turns already helped so many people here. I'm very grateful that the subscribers and the customers and the client, those who are wants to work with Nordic Turns, they are calling me and wants to join in Nordic Turns team. That's very wonderful, and also the customers, they are very satisfied. They make good review in the Facebook page, and I'm very glad to all of the subscribers, customers, and agent and employees. So thank you very much. We will meet again with some new episodes about Sweden and some other countries. Till then, take care and be very careful. Assalamu alaikum. Till then, take care, be very careful, have a safe journey. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.